What's going on, y'all? Welcome to episode 5. Hope y'all are having a good night. We got a very special guest tonight. One of my good friends, Dante from East Coast Gridiron. How you doing, man?
Hey man, why you sounding like that, man? Saying something all professional tonight, one of my good. Nah, I'm good, man. Y'all hyped up? Y'all good to
Let's
go?
get it.
God. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
All right, yeah. We're just going to get right into this. We're going to start off with some Week 5 predictions. Thursday night, Colts, Broncos. Who you got? We'll start off with Dante.
Colts, Broncos. Well, we already know how banged up the Colts are. They're gonna be without Jonathan Taylor, man. The guy that I already put my foot in my mouth this season. I said he was gonna break the rushing record, and then my man's out.
Oh.
I don't think they know how to utilize him, man. To be completely honest, but on the other side of that, the other team is battling some injuries as well. So, I know Darius Leonard is Shaquille Leonard, whatever the hell his name is now, whatever he wants to be called. No disrespect. So we're gonna call him by whatever he wants to be called, which is Shaquille Leonard. Shaquille Leonard, unfortunately, came back to the game, taken out the game, broke his nose, had a concussion, first game back. Damn, son. Damn. So, they're battling injuries too. Javonte Williams out for the season, apparently with the ACL and an MCL tear is what I hear. So both of them are without their starting running backs, but running back by committee. They got Melvin Gordon on the Broncos side, which he's having some fumbleitis issues for a while now. The Broncos had the better receiving core. Their defense has been playing all right. I still think the Colts defense, collectively they're the more talented group. So are we giving out score predictions or just regular predictions?
Score predictions, yeah.
I think it's going to be fairly low scoring. I don't think it's going to be an exciting affair at all. I think it's going to be – I'm going to have to go with the Broncos 17, Colts 13.
All right. Nate,
Like that.
All right. I'm gonna go the opposite. I'll go with the Colts. I'm gonna say I'm basically gonna be close for Dante, as I would say 20-17.
All right. I'm going to go with the Colts. I'm going to go with the Broncos in a bit of a high-scoring game. I'm going to go with the Broncos 30-23. I think Matt Ryan's going to struggle again in this one. Give him 3 picks for the Broncos defense. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if Jonathan Taylor was playing, it would be a totally different game. I know there's some problems on Denver. There's injuries all over this league, but I know there's some injuries on Denver as well. But I just still think Matt Ryan is going to struggle. I'm going to leave Nate out on this as the lone wolf. I'm going to go with the Broncos 24-17.
All right, bet. Giants, Packers in London, 9:30 a.m. We're probably all going to be dead inside watching this game. Dante, what do you got?
We talked about it a little bit on our show, man.
What up, Taj? What's up, Big Fish? What's the franchise?
Saquon, I think, is actually going to get held down this game a little bit. I think this is the first game where he kind of looks mediocre, even though he's having a hell of a season. Shout out to him, though, man. He put his money where his mouth was, and I gotta give him all the respect in the world. I know he was on the Pivot podcast talking to Fred Taylor about, and I think that was kind of like a confidence builder coming from who should be a Hall of Famer in Fred Taylor. He had a lot of respect for Saquon, but is there any news about if Daniel Jones is going to play or not?
I think
everybody's
he's projected to play. That's what they've been saying. He's projected to play.
And what I've been saying about Daniel Jones, man, he's playing really good this season. And everybody still want to give him crap, but I think the Packers are starting to build a little bit of chemistry, especially on that offense. Or getting Aaron Jones really more involved in the game. And can we just say for a second that Aaron Jones might be a top 10, top 7 running back in the league right now?
Oh yeah,
I mean he's having a heck of a year. So. I forgot what my score prediction was, but I know I had the Packers winning. I think the front 7 is going to be a little difficult for Saquon to break up. Quay Walker called it. They call me Nostradante now, man. Nostradamus has graced you guys. Quay Walker, I said, was going to be the best Georgia Bulldog out of this draft this season, and he's looking like that right now for the Packers. So. I'm gonna say this one is another kind of maybe boring game. I don't think there's gonna be, and I forgot to mention Romeo Doubs has kind of stepped up to the plate too as of last week. So he's starting to show his talent and that he is better than Christian Watson, garbage Christian Watson. Like
That
I've
dude
been
runs.
saying. The whole argument about who's better, Drake London or Christian Watson, I think it's done now. I think there's nobody's talking about Christian Watson like you're talking about Drake London. So, score prediction. I think this one's a little bit more high scoring. I'm gonna say 2017 Packers. I still think they keep it close though.
All right. I'm gonna let some of my Giants fan through, and I'm gonna be somewhat biased because I don't really care. Give me the Giants 19-13. It depends. If DJ's playing, I think we could pull the game off. Now, if any other quarterback is playing besides DJ, I think this is going to be a Packers game. But I'm just going based off if Daniel Jones is playing, the Giants will win 19-13.
Yeah, I'll go. I think this is just a trap game for the Giants. I'll have the Packers winning 27-10. Aaron Rodgers is really good versus the blitz, and Wink blitz like 80% of the time. So, Don, you can take it over.
Yeah, I just think if the Giants are going to pull out a victory here, because I want to lean towards the Giants, but I also know how good Aaron Rodgers is. If the Giants are going to pull out a victory here, we need to frustrate Aaron Rodgers. He needs to be yelling on the sideline. He needs to be going nuts at his receivers. We need to be hitting the ball and swatting the ball out of the receivers' hands. And we need to actually play physical Giants defense of the 1990s, 1980s. You know what I'm saying? Can we live up to that? I believe we can. But then, like you guys said, Aaron Rodgers is really good against recognizing the blitz and recognizing the coverage on the field. But I do think if Daniel Jones is playing, and I do disagree with you, Dante, when you say Barkley, I think Barkley can cut one loose, and that alone can give him a good starting game. I just think if we utilize him more in the passing game, we can come out with the victory here. So give me the Giants. I'm gonna go 24-17. Same score prediction as the Colts and the Denver Broncos.
Well, let me ask you guys a question.
Mhm.
Saquon Barkley's yardage for this game.
I'm gonna
70 and a
say-
half over or under.
I'm gonna say over. Total yardage, I'm gonna say over.
Total yardage for 78.5, you said?
70 and a half.
Okay, 70.5. I'm going to go over.
I'm gonna say he's gonna have like 3 catches for like 27 yards and at least.
No, I'm saying
80
rushing
something.
yards.
Rushing yards?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say about
Under.
maybe 80 something.
I'm going to say under
Yeah.
70.
I think we're gonna utilize him a lot in this game. I know we utilized him last game a lot, but I just think if he is the Giants' offense right now, he is the New York Giants' offense, and I think if you utilize him as much as you've seen other teams utilize their running backs, I think we can come off it over. I'm gonna go over.
And
Alright.
by the way, that RPO that Jones and Barkley, that thing is deadly. That Bears defense didn't know what the hell they were doing on that RPO. So
Yeah, but it's like now that Jones is injured, that RPO isn't going to be relevant.
I think it's-
Yeah, and then they're
that's
stacked the box too if Davis Webb is at the helm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He says the only way we win is if Barkley has 200 yards from scrimmage.
Well, what's the injury report looking like for Wan'Dale Robinson and Kadarius Toney? Aren't they supposed to be making their way back here soon?
I heard on Twitter that they should be playing this week, but knowing Tony, he's probably going to come up with another injury. So I'm not.
Well, he's a Gator, so
Yeah, maybe that.
And knowing just the way we operate our receivers, I mean, like the chance
Hold
of
on,
them
here you
even if they're operated, I love it. Even if they're operated and active, I don't even think they take that much snaps. We're gonna limit their snaps also too.
Yeah. All right, Lions Patriots.
I think the Patriots. I'm sorry. I think the Lions smashed the Patriots here. But then again, you have to keep in mind like the Lions have no defense. With that ESPN fantasy update right there in the middle of my take, the Lions have no defense, but the Lions have a really The Lions have a really good offense, and I think they overwhelmed the Patriots defense here. I don't say smash by too much, but at least by 2 touchdowns. So give me the Lions 28-14.
God, Dante, what do you got?
oh man, as much as I want to pick the Lions, man, as much as I want to pick them, there's gonna be a lot of nail biters, and I think this is one of them that leads up to like the last drive, and then I think I really think this is the game where I hate to say it and I hate to call it too early, but Bailey Zappi's coming out party, man, like facts. I think
the defense should do it against too.
I think it's high scoring, actually. I think we're going to go in there. We're going to see like a 35-32 or 35-31 type of game. I think Bailey Zappi, hot take. I think Bailey Zappi throws about 4 touchdowns. 2 of them are going to be to Devontae Parker.
all right.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna-
Do I
I was-
need to do it? Do I need to do it? Hold on.
That would have been perfect time for the meme, but I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Love it.
All right, Big Fridge. Snap
That's
that
awesome.
real quick.
All right, man.
Oh,
Let's get an 8.
I was gonna go with the same core Corey's as I already told these guys. I was gonna say 27-24 Lions. So I think Golf is gonna throw over 300, and I think this is gonna be the Patriots' downfall. So Zion, go.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with the Lions 37-23. I'm gonna say the Lions light it up again to continue to be the best offense in the league. The Patriots, I just don't think they have enough firepower on offense, and I love Bailey Zappi, and I'd love to see him. I'd love to see a repeat of what happened 20 plus years ago, but I just don't see it happening this week. So give me Detroit 37-23.
Ooh.
Then we
Jared
got
Goff is playing really well.
he is playing really well.
Yep.
He is. I respect Jared Goff. All right, we got Chargers Browns.
I'm gonna go out of the limb, and I know Justin Herbert had a still injury to his ribs and still performed in that last game, but I'm gonna go out of him. I'm gonna say the Browns win here. I'm gonna say the pressure that the Browns are gonna get. I get it. The Chargers have a really good O-line, and Justin Herbert is a top 5 quarterback of this generation. But that being said, man, I just think the Browns get it done here. It's gonna be a really hard-fought battle, and I think the Browns get the pressure. Myles Garrett's returning. They got the pressure last week without him, and that continues. I can see, the safeties and the cornerbacks of the Browns knocking the ball out. I don't know if Keenan Allen is playing this game. I know Mike Williams had a pretty good game last time out, but Eckler has been struggling this season too. So I give it to Nick Chubb. Let me get Nick Chubb and the Browns here. I'm gonna say a score prediction, a close one. I'm gonna say 21-20.
Dante?
I'm taking the Chargers all day, every day in this game. Everybody knows me. I'm a huge believer of Justin Herbert. He's been statistically the best. I know, Logan. I know for reasons we already know. But Justin Herbert is statistically the best quarterback that we've ever seen, statistically in his first 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's not close. I mean, the most efficient quarterback, best statistical quarterback. And I think he continues that. I think the game that they played, what was it, against Jacksonville? He was a little hurt in that game, still off that rib injury, and he didn't look right. Nick Chubb is going to continue his dominance. I had to give it to Slay when he said that he was going to be the best running back. And I thought it was just the big three. I think it was Nick Chubb. I thought it was Jonathan Taylor, and I thought it was Derrick Henry. And Nick Chubb has definitely been the most consistent. He's had injury issues in the past, which I hope that doesn't rear his ugly head. And also, I just want to call it out. I haven't made a video on the guy yet, but I really do want to make a video on how wrong I was about Mike Williams and how I didn't think he was worth that contract that he got. The dude was worth every freaking penny. And what a better way to show up for a team when your star receiver gets hurt too. So,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he really put his money where his mouth is. Give me the Chargers. I like Jacoby Brissett too. Like, Jacoby Brissett's playing some really good ball, especially when they give him a chance to shine and improvise as well. But I think this is another close one, man. And I see this being like a 28-21 victory for the Chargers. Justin Herbert gets all their touchdowns, I think.
All right. As much as I hate to say it, and I mean that as much as I hate to say this, give me the Chargers 27-20, barely over Cleveland. If I ever see Justin Herbert, I'm going to punch him in the throat. But yeah, give me the Chargers 27-20.
All right. I'm going to say the most inspirational quarterback in NFL history, Justin Herbert, will win this game 31-20.
The lone wolf taking the vibes.
Let me say something interesting about Justin Herbert. So last year on our show, we were talking about if we had to build an offense, who would we put in like each position? So I think we all picked a quarterback, we all picked 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a tight end, and a whole offensive line. Mm-hmm. And I was the only one that picked Justin Herbert. But if you look at the splits, and that's a stat that I really look at for like each player, like how well they do per quarter, what they do per where they are as far as yardage on the field as well. I think, when you looked at his number his very first year, he was 20-1 in the red zone. So I was like, well, I'm going to have players that are going to be able to drive down the field and get me into the red zone because I know more than anything, he's probably going to score. I mean, 20-1, that's a really high percentage. And that stat and that split is continuously growing. Like, he's a red zone monster when he has the ball in his hands. So I just wanted to call that out for anybody that does hate Justin Herbert. Like, he's a dangerous guy in the red zone. Kind of reminds you of I hate to say it, Tom Brady was like that too. So
I like that.
It's on site. I'm not playing with you. All right. I'm not playing.
I'm just saying, it's facts.
I don't have a problem with him as a player, but okay.
I know.
Texans, Jags.
I'll take the Jags here. I mean, like, I want to see the Texans pull off to get that first win here, but I'm gonna say the Jags. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna say the Jags 28, Texans 17.
Okay.
I'll just go right here real quick. I'll say the Jags win 28-21. Trevor Lawrence throws 3 touchdowns, and the defense has to stop the game. So 28-21.
Dante?
Woo, man. I'm the hardest on the Jaguars because I'm a Jaguars fan.
Oh, nice.
I'm not a believer of Trevor Lawrence, man. I'm just
Oh,
not.
you gotta believe in Goldilocks.
I'm not, man. Because you know what the thing is with Trevor Lawrence is when he has done well this season, what's been the reason why? Because the run game has actually been working. For James Robinson and Travis Etienne to have gotten 8 carries apiece in the last game when the Eagles would have had 40. I asked the question. I said, what if the Jaguars would have ran the ball 40 times last week while having that 14-point lead? I think the Jaguars could have pulled out a win if they would have went with the game plan. They have the good enough team to. I don't know, man. This game, I'm scared. I'm scared that they're going to get away from the game plan again. I know we have some hurt players. I don't know what the injury report is on Zay Jones. Zay Jones is a big part of our offense. And I think now Dameon Pierce and Davis Mills are going to start to get the wheels turning down there now. And I say that this is a heartbreaker game right here. Close, come down to the wire. 17-21 or 17-20 by a field goal from the Texans.
All right. I actually have the same outcome in a field goal, but I just have it being a lot low scoring. Give me the Texans 9-6. No touchdowns will be scored.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Next up, Falcons Bucks.
The Falcons are shed house. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Falcons. I want to believe in Mariota, but he chokes almost every time. The defense sucks. Outside of AJ Terrell, and I know AJ Terrell hasn't been playing good this season as well, but he's still one of the best cornerbacks in the game, in my opinion. But man, yeah, this is Atlanta's funeral. Yeah, Tom Brady's gonna get right. Obviously, he struggled last time out against Mahomes, but yeah, I don't know how much. Tampa maybe 42, Atlanta 17.
All right, that's weird because I actually have the Bucks 32-17.
You know, this game is interesting because Brady did start out very, very slow, but the last 2 weeks he's had over their 70% completion percentage. He still had 3 touchdowns last game and 380 yards. I know he's got some personal things that he's dealing with, so that's really the question mark on how well the Buccaneers are going to perform. They both are coming to this game 2-2, which is very interesting. I'm not sure if we have any Mariota fans in the house, but you know, Marcus Mariota, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I like Mariota too, but Cordell Patterson is on IR, and that's a huge part of their offense. Just like literally, he's their whole offense gone. So, you know, I love Drake London. Kyle Pitts has to get more involved. He paid him all that money to do. It only has 150 yards and no touchdowns this season. So, I don't think they're going to utilize him like they probably should. Mariota is going to be running for his life. And I don't even think this game is close. I think this game is one where Buccaneers are going to punch them in the mouth pretty bad. And it's a divisional game too. These teams are tied for first in the NFC South being 2-2, which is funny. But I think the Buccaneers, they smashed them like 35-10. I think it's a absolute thrash, and I think Leonard Fournette gets over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game too.
LSU, baby, let's go. All
I'm
right,
close
Nate,
to
what do you got?
I'm close to Logan and Zion's. I'm gonna say like 34-20. I was close to them, so I think with the amount of, and the thing is the injuries that what Sora said that the Falcons have, that's gonna be a big loss. So they lose Pitts the game. I think there's gonna be an easy blowout.
Yep.
Tyler Algier is better? No, he's not. I liked him at BYU, but he's not. Cordell Patterson has had the most impressive, one of the most impressive resurgence in his career, like in somebody's career. Like to me, I would rather have Cordell Patterson than Deebo Samuel on my team. That's a hot take. That's a hot take, but because he can actually return kicks too.
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
He's a three. No. But let's not because of the running and the catching ability. He's a 3-way player. Like he's literally the only player in the NFL that plays 3 ways. Running back, wide receiver.
Debo can like be a running back. Debo can be a wide receiver. And you put Debo at cornerback. I know, you know what I'm saying? He be spatting balls down too. But I like that. I like that hot take.
Yeah, I like Cordell Patterson, man.
I like him too. Yeah, pause, bro. This man said 3-way and nobody questioned it. All right, next game. I'd like to point out we will discuss this into further depth later, but Kenny Pickett is starting for the rest of the season. Or at least that's what Mike Tomlin claims. Steelers, Bills. I'm just gonna say it real quick. Bills 38, Steelers 13.
I'm gonna go with the upset, man. Like a lot of talk has been about Mike Tomlin's record and never having a losing season and all of this stuff, And Buffalo, clearly, I know they have the Eagles as number 1 because with that 4-0 record, and that's agreeable. But I still have Buffalo as one of the best teams in the league, right? But I can see an upset here, and I get it. I understand. Pickett is stored in, and Pickett he's young. We're gonna get into that later on.
He's bums.
But, I'm just going on a limb. I'm gonna just go Steelers with the upset. I'm gonna say 17 Buffalo Bills or 21 Steelers.
All right, I respect it.
I'm gonna have the Bills. I have the Bills winning this game 31-17. Allen is that boy Pickett's destroyed. That man's gonna get destroyed. I think Gabriel Davis have a pretty nice game, and Diggs is gonna have a pretty nice game.
And real fast, I just think Mike Tomlin is gonna go out there and coach. He's gonna go out there and out coach Sean. So, not Sean, sorry, Zach. But that being said, I'll let Dante go.
Mitch Trubisky's only had 3 touchdowns this season, 2 passing, 1 running, and he's played 4 games. Kenny Pickett had 2 rushing touchdowns in this game. So this was the right move by the Steelers, regardless if you like it or not.
Yeah.
I honestly think, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Kenny Pickett coming out of college. I think you guys know that. He was like number 4 on my list. But he did end up going to the best place for him.
Absolutely, the best fit for him too.
Yeah. When I was at the first preseason game that they had, and when he came out, you would have thought he was the damn starter by what the crowd was chanting. Kenny. I mean, it was like electric. I was like, damn, is he the starter or is Mitch the starter? Like, what the hell is going on? But Kenny Pickett, I mean, he got better as the game went on, and this was just an executive decision. You want to win, you got to go with the hot hand. I'm a Trubisky guy too. I just think he's in the wrong system. I want him to go somewhere else and actually get another chance. The dude has had the roughest career for a quarterback of like all time. Had to play for the Bears, had a really good season. People tend to forget, like, he had a really good like four games where people were talking about him in the MVP conversation. I think it was like in 2019.
Yeah.
And then after that, he went to the Bills, set behind Josh Allen. He wasn't going to start unless he got hurt. And taking the back seat, and then he got traded to the Steelers. But yeah, man, too much pressure. That kid came in, and the worst thing about it happening the way that it did is he got benched at home when the crowd is already behind Kenny.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of pressure on the organization to go back to somebody who hasn't had a lot of success.
What up,
but I think Kenny Pickett's better than what people are giving him credit for. I take the preseason a little bit more seriously than a lot of other people do. I still hold it with a grain of salt, but he did show out in the preseason. And I even told my wife, I wasn't a big Kenny Pickett fan, but damn, he played really well, really well. I think this is a trap game for the Bills. I think this is where you're going to see the George Pickens coming out party. I think Najee Harris has a little bit of pressure taken off of him this game. I think Pat Freiermuth has a really, really big game in this game as well. Shout out to Alex Highsmith. He's one player on that defense that nobody's talking about, and he's having an incredible season right now as well. So, with the Bills almost losing to the Ravens last week, that scares me a little bit. I think this is the game that knocks them down a peg, but I think the Bills, after this loss, become the most dangerous team in the NFL.
I agree.
But give me the Steelers in a very close game, 24-21.
Yeah, once the Bills get mad, it's over for the whole league. Dolphins, Jets.
You mean the Jets here? I don't know. Two is out, right?
Yeah,
Teddy
they already are
Bridgewater.
counting them out. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like I know you got Tyreek Hill. I know you got Waddle.
So you're going with the MILF monger.
I know they can get to the passer, but I mean, like this is Zach Wilson's second game back, and I think he had a bad game out last week. I think he fixes it this week. I think Garrett Wilson is continuing to show why he's got picked where he got picked. You got Corey Davis all of a sudden coming and catching balls. You got Bryce Young. I mean, like not Bryce Young. I'm sorry. You got Breece Hall. You got Breece Hall. My bad. You got Breece Hall as the running back, and then you got to fight in defense. You know what I'm saying? You got a defense that fights, and I just think that not that Tua is that far away from, and not that Teddy Bridgewater and Tua is totally two complete different quarterbacks, but I think they can still utilize Teddy, and Teddy's a really good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's kind of like I don't know. I just something tells me to take the Jets. So I'm gonna take the Jets, and I'm gonna say a close one as well. I'm gonna say Jets 20, the Dolphins 17. Division games, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins 26-12, somewhat of a small blowout. And all I gotta say is, I don't know, man. Brady's kid's about to have a new stepdad. His name's Zach Wilson. But continue.
Oh my goodness.
Zach
I think
Wilson.
I'm gonna go with the Jets here too. I think
Pierce.
I don't know if this is one of those games where I don't think it comes down to performance. Well, it's going to come all the way down to performance, but I think it comes down to the psyche of the team coming off what just happened with Tua, them having to travel all the way to New Jersey. It's colder weather up there. This is one of the first times that they're actually playing in colder type weather now that it's starting to get cold. I still think, some of those players who show up, I just think the Jets right now, that team is meshing really well together. I think a lot of people are starting to see the resurgence of Breece Hall too. It's Breece Hall and Dameon Pierce, like right down to the end. I think it's going to be a really good, like rookie of the year battle right there between those two. I'm not a big believer of Garrett Wilson quite yet either. I think the Jets squeaked this one out, and it's not because the Dolphins are not talented enough. I think their team is just dealing with a lot right now, and it's all going to come down to how Mike McDaniels coaches that team to push forward and get a win. But I think this is one of those games where they look at and they feel like they played hard enough, but their minds are not going to be in it. I think this is another 2017 come down to the Jets kicking a field goal right at the end and winning the game on this one too. I think you're going to see a lot of field goals this weekend.
I basically have almost the same score as Sway, but I have 23-14 Dolphins. I think Teddy Bridgewater he's a good backup quarterback. I think the receivers, Hill's gonna help them out, Waddle. Their defense is gonna help them out too. I think Howard's gonna have a couple of picks. And I think it's gonna be more defensive than offensive. A couple too.
You said Xavier Howard is?
I said Xavier.
Let's get it.
All right.
All right.
That's his prediction. You can't knock it. Come on, Logan. Move on.
All right. Bears, Vikings.
Ooh. Bears, Vikings.
Ooh.
I think I know Lewis Seen got hurt last week. His first game in as a rookie and tore up his knee. So of course they're going to be without him. I don't know how they're going to respond. That dude Cam Bynum is so trash. Like I don't know why he's playing safety for the Vikings. They need to find somebody else to replace him.
Landon Collins.
Landon Collins is. I know they were talking to him. Let's see if they bring him in. It's too short now. He's not going to be able to come in and start. I do. I still have the Vikings as one of my Super Bowl picks this year, and I think they show up big this game. I agree with your dad, Logan. 30-7. Give me the Vikings all day. I think Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen have a touchdown apiece and over 100 yards apiece this game. I think they're going to be that freaking dominant in the air.
All right. I'm going to go with the Vikings 24-14. I think they're going to be able to get to Fields easily. Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith will combine for 7 sacks.
Danielle Hunter is a monster, bro. That dude's a superhero, man.
That's you, bro. Let's go.
Give me the Vikings. I'm going to say 34. The Bears 13.
31-10, close to where you guys have them. And I have them getting 10 sacks.
10
Okay.
sacks. I love it.
The Tennessee Titans versus the Washington Commies.
I'm gonna just go fast. I'm gonna say Titans 21, Washington 13.
Zon, same score. I'm
saying
saying
Just get it.
21-13.
All right. Give me the Commies 20-17.
Ah, man.
What?
God.
I said the Titans are going to be the worst team this year.
The safety?
I said that they're going to be the worst team this year, but the Commanders, I've been absolutely terribly wrong about how that they were going to perform. I think they're going to get Brian Robinson back off of him, getting clapped up, a couple weeks ago. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, but he did get shot in a carjacking. I think they're still trying to find their identity, and I don't know if Carson Wentz is going to be the answer, but I mean, he does have 8 touchdowns, but he's got 5 interceptions, which he's costing his team by turning the ball over so much. I still think Antonio Gibson, regardless of how healthy that Brian Robinson is, the total disrespect of like sending this dude to a second string position after he had a very good year last year is absolutely blasphemous because he's good on the ground and in the air. But I think the Commanders pull this one out. I think it's a close game. Give me, I don't know, 14-17. I think it's another low scoring game that comes down to a field goal again. So told you it's going to be a lot of field goal predictions for me.
All right. We got Seahawks Saints.
I've been going back and forth this whole day, but I go with the Saints 27-21.
I'm gonna just copy Nate. Not even interested in this game. I'm gonna say the same score as Nate.
Give me the Seahawks 21-9.
Geno Smith is playing out of his mind right now.
He's playing good ball.
He's had 2 weeks of 80% completion percentage. The last 2 weeks, 72, 76. He's 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He has a 77.3 completion percentage on the year. He's got 1 touchdown on the ground. He ran for 49 yards last week. Geno Smith, the most unathletic looking quarterback in the NFL, ran for 49 yards and a touchdown. I did an apology video on Geno Smith, and I still am apologizing. I don't think he's the next coming of Russell Wilson. Like people are out of their mind, man. People are out of their freaking mind thinking that this is gonna be Russell Wilson. But I think he gets him like 2 good years, and then he's gonna be back to old Franklin looking Geno Smith. But I think the Seahawks are gonna win this one big though. I think this is gonna be like an ass kicking. Give me Seahawks 42-7.
Dang.
All right. Yeah, Geno Smith kind of reminds me of Jamie Foxx from Any Given Sunday right now.
He looks like Franklin. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hey, it's Franklin. No, I'm saying? That's what he looked like, bro.
And by the way, Slay's breaking the record 227.
Damn, son.
All right, here we go. I'm just going to start this one off hot. 49ers, Panthers. Give me the 49ers 0 to excuse me. I was about to say 0-0. Give me the 49ers 30-0. Matt Rule's fired after this game.
All right, I like that hot take, but I just think that Kyle Shanahan has Sean McVay's number in the regular season, and San Francisco always shows up against the Rams. I have it being a closer game. I'm gonna say San Francisco 17, Carolina 10.
Ooh, I don't think it's gonna be close at all. I don't think Carolina scores any points this game.
Yep, exactly.
28-0.
Yep.
Give me the 49ers.
I think being that CMC got like 27 yards of scrimmage last game, find a way to utilize that guy.
Christian McCaffrey is washed. Enough said.
Anyway, go ahead, Nate.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna get him fired. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna get him fired right here. And shout out to my boy Slade, man, because he's the most delusional Carolina Panthers fan I've ever seen in my life. I think he's gonna be
Panthers fans.
I didn't know there was Jaguars fans until I came and popped out the wound, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a Jaguar."
Duval.
Duval. Panthers. I think this is what's going to get Matt Rule fired. He's only going to try to run the ball with Christian McCaffrey this game, and the dude's going to have an injury scare, and they're going to lose 28-0. And they fire him like they did my boy Herm Edwards right on the field. Like, give him his walking paper.
You play to win the game.
Tell him, go back to college. College coaches suck in the NFL, man. It just is what it is.
Facts. Alrighty. Eagles, Cardinals, the two birds, bro.
Give me the Eagles by a lot. I'm gonna say 38. Cardinals, I'm gonna say 20.
I had 24-20 Eagles.
Eagles are just playing good football as a team. Like if Jalen Hurts struggles, they got their running backs. Miles Sanders is ranked in the top 5 this year. You know what I'm saying? They're utilizing all their running backs. They have Rippins. Bradbury's playing good. I know they might be without Slay, but still, I mean, the Eagles are a good team in total. I'll let you guys go.
Oh yeah, let me just give you all my dad's take on Kyler. He said Kyler Murray is this generation's Joe Namath. Which I kind of agree with. With that being said, give me the Cardinals 24-23.
Let's get it.
Joe Namath. Joe Namath shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame.
Joe Namath is a bum, but what's your take?
I mean, I think they go in
I
and
like it.
I think they smashed the Cardinals. Like, I don't even think it's close either. I think Kyler gets 2 touchdowns in though, just because it's Kyler Murray. He can do so many different things, regardless if he's playing Call of Duty or not. But I do think it's very lopsided. I think it's 35-14. Like, Eagles are gonna spank them like hard. And then the next couple of weeks is gonna be a gauntlet for the Eagles, man.
Mm-hmm. There's some tough teams.
Yeah. All right. Cowboys, Rams. I'm just real quick. Give me the Rams 32-29.
I see the Rams continue to struggle, man. Like,
The Rams are not a Super Bowl team this year.
no. I think they get it together, but I think after this ass whooping against Dallas, they get it together and they emerge again. But I don't know. He's 4-0 as a starter in NFL, and I know Dak wants in already because he's looking at his job. He's like, "Yo, get me back in there." But I don't know, man. The Cowboys are gonna get to Matthew Stafford. They're gonna make him flustered, and Matthew Stafford's obviously throw the ball to number 10. It works every time, but Matthew Stafford has been struggling lately, and I can see the strugglings continue. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a hard-fought battle. Give me the Cowboys 28, the Rams 24.
All right.
I have the Rams winning 34-31. Honestly, this is gonna be a really close game. I think Rush is gonna do pretty well, but I think they're going to rush Stafford this week. But I think they say he may not play. They've been saying it's 50-50, right? That's what they've been saying. So, Dak.
I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
coming back.
I don't think. I already said he won't be coming back. I think it's just Rush. If Rush is playing where he is, just keep him in. So, Dante, you can take it over.
I think the Rams come and win this one. And I think it's a pretty good spanking too, because like the Cowboys have been playing fairly safe like the last couple of weeks. They ain't been like destroying people. They just been playing good enough to win games. And I'll say what you want, Slay. I know you in the comments. Who's the best receiver in the league right now?
Cooper Cup.
Ain't even close. Ain't even close. He's playing out of his mind. I think Matt Stafford puts it together this week. I think Cooper Kupp gets involved more, even more than he has been, but making a bigger impact on that team, getting a couple deep throws downfield, making stuff happen. He'll be the first receiver to expose Trayvon Diggs this game, though, because Trayvon's been locking people up, regardless if people like it or not. But nobody does well against Cooper Kupp because he's a dog. Give me the Rams in this game, 24-13.
All right.
Damn.
Bengals Ravens, bro.
I think the Bengals 31-17. I'm sorry, Nate. Go right ahead.
This is my shootout game. I have the Bengals winning 37-31, and the Ravens are gonna blow like a 20-3 lead like they always do.
All right. Give me the Bengals 36-34. It's going to be on a game-winning field goal. The Ravens will choke a lead in the fourth quarter yet again.
Facts. All right.
Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens. Say what you want about Lamar. Lamar's been playing really well. For this dude to have as many touchdowns as he has, and people keep complaining like they're losing the game because of him. He's putting points on the board. It's a team sport, man. He's number 9 in rushing yards, by the way, too, in the whole league. So I don't know how much you can ask for this man to do, but for them to continuously, lose close games, that was all on the coach last week by not kicking that field goal. They should have went in when you have Justin freaking Tucker as your kicker, man. Start utilizing him more. Best kicker of all time. It's not even close. I think. Give me the Ravens in this game. Man, I hate to say that they're going to play another close game this week, but I think they do. And I don't know if you guys seen the meme of Joe Burrow, the Joe Burrow torso with the Andrew Luck head on top of it, talking about he's going to return in 2023. They better stop it, man. Or you're going to end up like Andrew Luck. Get that man on offensive line. But give me the Ravens. Nice divisional game, though. I think it comes down to the wire. I think they scrap it out, though, like the Ravens have been doing it. 31-28 Ravens.
Speaking divisional matchups, Monday night, Raiders, Chiefs.
I'm going to say
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. The Raiders will go back to where they need to be on the ground. So I think sorry, Eric, but I'm gonna say the Chiefs win 13.
That's funny because I was gonna say 24-17. I think it's a division game, right? So it's gonna be close.
Don't think this is gonna be good for the Raiders.
All right, give me the Chiefs 41-18.
Damn. God.
41-18.
It's 18.
Damn, son.
That happens. Eric's not talking about us for the rest of the year.
I mean, after listening to everybody, man, I really wanted to say that the Raiders are going to be last in the division. I really did. And then I started drinking the Kool-Aid, which I never do. So shout out to everybody that changed my mind. This team is not good. They're not good at all. Offensive line sucks. The secondary is a complete disaster. They don't know how to use any of their weapons on the edge. I don't think Chandler Jones is playing bad this year. He just can't. In this scheme, he just can't do anything. Like it's so weird. He's trying to get to the quarterback. That look Dante gave the other day is more deadly than King Cole. I think the Chiefs go in here and they absolutely like dog them out. Like, man, 38-3. Like,
oh my goodness!
Like, they thrashed the Raiders.
All right,
they're playing in Kansas City too, man.
Over in the first quarter.
They're playing in Kansas City. That's a tough place to play. And where's Devontae Adams been?
Yep.
Somebody put a search warrant out for this man.
That's why I didn't rank him in my top 5 coming into the season. Cooper Cup was my number one, and it's proven.
Yep. All right, here we go. We're on to our topics now. Off of the predictions, the games are officially done. All of us are our takes in. Now we can get to some topics. What are you guys' early season award predictions? If the season were to end right now, who do you guys have winning the awards?
Which one are we
MVP.
starting with first?
Yeah.
Let's start with MVP,
MVP?
first. I'm
gonna say
gonna go
Lamar
with Jalen
Jackson.
Hurts.
I'm gonna say
Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Jackson.
I was gonna say Lamar, so that was pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
Alright.
with Lamar right now.
Yo, big fridge.
God.
All right, offensive player of the year. I'm gonna be biased. Give me Saquon Barkley.
I'm gonna copy you and just take on Berkeley as well. He is the offense.
Offensive player of the year? Let me think about that. I'm gonna go to you, Nate.
I was gonna say honorable mention, but I just read that I was gonna die laughing. But I was gonna say Saquon.
Okay.
It was on my board. I was gonna say Saquon, but I was gonna go with something different.
Man. I'm a
Teddy Bridgewater.
That was my other one too. I was gonna say Cup.
Teddy Bridgewater.
yeah, but the thing with
Geno
Cup is
Smith.
the thing with Cup, he does have 40 receptions, but he has 3 touchdowns, and Stephon Diggs has 4 with more yardage. So
That's the thing. Cup was
And
targeted
less
19 times last game. 19. You go give Mike
Yeah.
Evans 19 targets. So I
Oh
don't
my
wanna
god,
go
here
there.
we fucking
I-
go.
I think I'm gonna go Nick Chubb
Nick Chubb, I like
because
that.
Saquon Barkley has 463, Nick Chubb has 459, but he has 5 touchdowns to Saquon's 2 touchdowns on the ground. I know he doesn't get targeted a lot in the passing game, but what he's doing right now, 5.7 yards a carry, man, like he's consistently
Facts.
the best offensive weapon, every single game. I was gonna say Stephon Diggs, just because how open he's been getting. But I'm gonna go Nick Chubb, offensive player of the year.
All right, defensive player of the year.
I'm gonna say Von Miller.
I'm gonna copy you. Give me Vaughn.
Yeah, I was gonna go Vaughn.
Von Miller. I'm gonna
Thanks,
go.
franchise.
Man,
Give me
I'm gonna
Jahad Ward.
Kayvon? Kayvon, everybody?
Kayvon Thibodeau. That's my boy, man. Let me say nothing about Kayvon. That's my guy, man. That's my quarterback. Nah, I'm gonna go Rashawn Gary. Dude has 5 sacks.
I like that.
1 forced fumble. I was gonna say Nick Bosa, but he doesn't have any forced fumbles. So go ahead and give me Rashawn Gary. He's been playing lights out this year.
Okay.
I respect it. Offensive rookie of the year. Give me Damian Pierce.
I'm gonna say Drake London.
God damn, Sanj. I was gonna say Drake London. Go ahead, steal my picks, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Damian Pierce had 1 breakout game, and that was last week. And Drake London's been consistently good right now. Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to say Drake London too. Drake is that dude, man. Been trying to tell these people, man.
Slay, stop the cap right now. Give me.
I
Aiden
told
Hutchinson,
these people
Rookie of the
before
year.
the season started that Drake London is gonna be the best receiver out of the rookies this year.
I said the same. Same thing.
Absolutely.
He was my number 1, man. I said it's going to start with Amon-Ra St. Brown last year as the turn of the century for USC quarterbacks. They're tired of being embarrassed. He went to USC, and then Drake London went to USC, and they're both good. So Nostradante, man. I'm telling you.
Nostradante. Defensive rookie of the year. Give me that white boy out of Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson, who Slay hates for some reason.
I want to say Walker because that
Trey Walker?
interception. No, the first overall selection.
Oh, Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon.
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
Trayvon Walker's just so forgettable. I apologize.
But I'm gonna go with that white boy out of Michigan as well. Give me Hutchinson.
I'm saying Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd's been an
Lloyd.
absolute like he's
I
been a
want to
monster.
play it so bad.
No, don't.
Bro,
It's
I'm
actually pretty
gonna
good.
agree with Slay. Give me Drake Jackson, bro.
No one says Sauce Gardner.
No, he's good though.
It's hard to be
That's
put him
like
in that position.
that's
He
Logan's
doesn't.
quarterback.
I mean, he doesn't get targeted. It's
Yeah,
hard.
that's-
It's hard to say, right? It's just like
Is he
when,
already having that Richard Sherman effect?
where he doesn't get thrown to? Yeah. What Richard Sherman got thrown to more than what people gave him
That's
credit.
the Joe Revis effect.
Well, Revis, not his final year in the season.
I don't know. I'd have to see him more one-on-one with
Yeah.
people, man. To be completely honest, he's been all right though. He's been, to be honest. What is his name? I'm not calling him Sauce. Ahmad Gardner has been shutting me up.
Saucy.
All right.
Yo, pause on that one, bro.
Coach of the
Pause on
year.
that one.
Coach of the year. Give me Brian Dable. He's turned a
Brian
terrible Giants team, a 4-13 team, a team that no one expected to win more than 3 games. Slay predicted us to win 2 games. Guess what? 4 weeks into the season, we already surpassed your expectation. Give me Brian Dable. If we can win 8+ games, I think Brian Dable deserves Coach of the Year more than Mike McDaniel deserves Coach of the Year. Because let's be honest, the Dolphins team was not terrible. They just needed a guy that could carry them. Brian Dable turned this team around 100% along with Joe Shane. Give me the fat guy in New York.
Yeah, I was going to say Dable.
I'm going to say Dable as well.
I'm saying Nick Sirianni. Sorry, their team has been dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if you like it or not, the Eagles have been freaking dominant.
That's true.
And it hasn't been close, so I got to give it to them.
I respect it. All right, comeback player of the year. I'm sure we're all going to say Barkley.
I'm going to say Michael Thomas. You got to give Michael Thomas an award. You already gave Barkley offensive player. I'm going to give Michael Thomas an award.
Nigga, shut the fuck up, boy. Shit, come over here. Now what you gonna do?
I don't know.
Comeback player of the year.
Hey, yo.
I'm trying to make sure I got everybody in my mind right now.
Riley Dixon.
J.C. Gillen?
I mean, yeah, it's got. I guess it's got to be Saquon right now. I mean, he's leading in rushing right now. Michael Thomas is not leading in any category. That's a good one. That's
Except
a good
crying.
one.
I just, like I said, I just wanted to give him an award. You know what I'm saying? I think Chris Olave is outplaying him right now, but like, you know what I'm saying? Got to give the guy an award.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, man. Is Russell Wilson a disappointment?
I want to say it's too early to tell, man. But yeah, it's too early to tell. I'm gonna just stand by that.
I'm gonna say yes. Right, we're going right now. I'll say yes, but if he figures it out, it's Russell. Right now, yes, but if I think he will figure it out. The Broncos, I think, will honestly, they may be right now. They start off so slow though. Are they gonna make the playoffs? Will they turn around? I think yes, but Wilson has to step. He has to step the whole team needs at some point have to step it up. Besides, he's the leader of that team, so he needs to step it up as the most.
That is true, and I'm gonna follow up what Nate said. I said it's too early to tell, but obviously you're asking for right now, and right now, like Russell Wilson has been not playing the best football. I mean, like if you look at it, he's overthrowing a lot of people. If you look at some of the throws he makes, it's like he even himself wishes he had back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously he's not throwing that much interceptions, but he's only throwing 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he's struggling. So it's a reach to say he's a disappointment. But like, yeah, I'm gonna just say right now it's been very disappointing.
Yeah. I'm not going to say he's been a 100% disappointment, but I'm going to go based off what that blood on the Pat McAfee show said. I forget his name. Credit to him. He made a great point. He's not using his legs like he used to, and that's Russell Wilson's best feature. He moves around the pocket. He gets guys open on his legs, and he makes the throw. He hasn't been doing that this year. I don't know if he's just not used to new coaching staff, new offense, new whatever, but they got to get it together before the Broncos season is over.
Yes, he's been overrated. I mean, ain't no other way to slice it, man. The one dude that you did not want to play at home was Russell Wilson when he was in Seattle. I mean, he's a guy that wins, and I don't necessarily think he's been playing winning ball. Like you got an extension. Melvin Gordon said you got your own office in the facility as a quarterback. Like what, bro? Like they have so much stock invested in you now. Now you're starting to feel comfortable. I don't know if he's feeling comfortable or not, but the thing
he's
is,
showing up wearing his own jersey to camp, so yeah, he's feeling comfortable.
yeah. I don't know, man. He's been very overrated. I mean, you can't defend the guy. You really can't defend him and what he's doing. So got to step it up, Russ. I mean, what's his stats right now?
It's like 800 something yards, I think, with like 4 touchdowns and 1 interception or something like that.
Yeah, let's check out his stats. So he's got 980 yards, which he's not even top 5 on that. Yo, his picture on ESPN is aggressive, yo. Hold up. Let me show y'all what this man look like, bro. This is aggressive. Like he means business, dog. Hold up. Here you go. Why are you like this, brother?
What a Wayne?
4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 touchdown on the ground. This is one of the only times that you will ever see this out of him. A 61.1% completion percentage on the season so far. That's not Russell Wilson like. So yes, I do say that he's disappointing. You know, right now he should have about 8 touchdowns, and he only has 4 in the air. So with all those weapons on that team, you got Jerry Jeudy, man. Jerry Jeudy. Just throw that ball in the air and let him go after it. All
right.
I'm out.
Should the Carolina Panthers consider benching Baker Mayfield?
No. What are they gonna bench him for?
Yeah,
PJ Walker.
Sam Darnold, man.
No,
you don't. He's not playing that bad, bro. He's not playing that bad. And I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan.
I hate Baker. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. But I wouldn't bench him. You trying to sabotage the season?
I mean, it's hard to say, man. it's hard to say. 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, sub 55% completion percentage. Like,
the whole team been struggling, you know.
Yeah,
like, as a whole. So fire Matt, like you guys said before you make a decision on the quarterback.
I mean, they're gonna run Christian McCaffrey still in the ground, man. How many touches does this dude get a game? You know the dude is made out of cookie dough, and y'all still giving him the ball.
Dang, he said cookie dough.
Damn, son, he's crumbling at the bits every time you you hand the ball off, man. Get DJ Moore involved in the game more, man. What
DJ Moore's going to be great with the Giants offense next year, man. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be amazing.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Baker hater, but yeah, man. You don't bench him for Sam Darnold. If you bench him for Sam Darnold, you see Matt Rule's getting fired.
On their
immediately at halftime.
Walker's their back
at halftime. They're going to tell Waterboy to start head coaching. All right. Can we call Kadarius Toney a bust, or is it still too early?
No, it's still too early.
I don't know.
He's been hurt. I can't name.
We haven't seen this guy like on the field longer than a play. Like then he's always had like Dante's saying. I mean, like obviously he played a game. You know what I'm saying? But like we need to really see him play a stretch of games in a row, fully healthy. You know, obviously not fully healthy. No player ever is. But yeah, it's too early to tell. Sorry to interrupt you, Dante.
It's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. What are we doing out here, brother?
Listen, man, I hate.
And I'm a Florida State guy. And I'm saying that a Florida Gator is too early to tell. Let my man eat.
You know me, y'all. His whole rookie season at pause, but I'm just gonna say I was meat riding this dude in the whole rookie season and the off season, and it's come to a point where I can't do it anymore. I'm done, bro. This dude isn't even made out of cookie dough. He's made I can't even come up with a word. This dude is not even glass. He's terrible. His hamstrings are made out of tape. That's it, bro. Scotch tape. That's what the hamstrings are. I'm
But
done with
you're judging him based on him not seen on the field. When he gets the ball in his hands, ain't that excited?
Yeah, he's a
But the
when he's on the
problem
field.
is, cool. It's exciting when he gets the ball in his hands once every 6 games. I'm so excited.
That's what I'm saying. He's battling through injuries. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be mean here, and God bless him, and I think he should really retire when I talk about him here. But our cheerleader and Sterling Shepard played 2 healthy seasons.
damn. He's on a cheerleader.
You
You
know,
talking about a dude made out of Scotch tape?
so it's kind of like, like how much chances we gave Sterling Shepard. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the guy should retire. Think about his career after football. But it's too early to tell with Tony, man.
I agree with everything you guys said, but I those hamstrings, bro. Those hamstrings gonna get this. Those hamstrings been going through a lot. So, I just when he plays, he's effective. He destroyed not Carolina, Dallas. He made Diggs ineffective, but
That was a year ago, Nate.
yeah, when he played.
He's talking about when he
When
played.
he played, he hasn't played all this year.
We're judging him when
yeah.
he's on the field, bro. It's in his second year. Maybe it's his last year of his contract, then yeah, okay, it's a bust. But it's the second year of his contract, and I think you have another question. I want to spoil it, but for the other guy named Kenny, it's too early to tell too.
I wasn't gonna ask if he's a bust. I'm literally just saying, what are you guys' thoughts on the Steelers?
Nah,
moving
Kenny
forward?
Galladay, he's done.
Oh no, I'm talking about Kenny Pickett. My bad. Kenny Galladay, he shall not be mentioned. He's
Kenny
done.
Galladay,
He's
if I have it
trash.
to you, it's on site. I'm jumping you, but Kenny
Yeah.
Pickett, like, I'm not going to ask if he's a bust, obviously, but I'm
Oh,
saying,
okay,
what are you
okay, I'm
guys' thoughts on it? What are you guys' thoughts on the Steelers moving forward with him as a starter?
I absolutely love it. I never liked Mitchell Trubisky as a quarterback. He overthrows everybody every time. Not every time, obviously. He's decent, but I just think like, in this day and age, I do love the Green Bay approach. I do love the Kansas City approach where you let the quarterback sit, But who is he sitting behind? Mitchell? Absolutely not. Get the kid in the game. He's not sitting behind a great quarterback, like Alex Smith or like Brett. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's sitting behind Mitchell, and obviously Mitchell's shown that it's hard. I mean, obviously the O line kind of sucks too. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's a good move, and I think Kenny will be okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna prove a lot of people wrong going into the season. Logan, what the hell are you doing? But I think Pickett is gonna do really well with this offense. George Pickens, that's all I'm gonna say. Pickens is gonna ball out with this too, bro.
Pickett to Pickens, touchdown.
Yeah.
He has the weapons to do it.
What was the question?
What are your thoughts on the Steelers moving forward with Kenny Pickett as a starter?
I like it. I mean, I've already mentioned it. The dude is from Pittsburgh, played at that stadium. The people are behind him. The team is behind him. As long as he don't do any fake slides in the NFL, he'll be all right. Yeah, can we talk about that though? That was the dirtiest thing ever.
That was disgusting.
It was disgusting, and they were like, "Oh hell no, you can't be doing that." Hey, I wasn't mad at him for doing it. It wasn't against the rules, homie. I was just smarter than y'all. This is why we find loopholes and stuff. Even when we do our taxes, we find loopholes. You know what I'm saying? He found
not do him as a whole and go to prison.
Nah, man. But it's a great thing. We already seen it a little bit. Him and George Pickens already got a relationship there. George Pickens is gonna ball out, bro. Telling you, when I was in Pittsburgh, and one thing. Whenever y'all started signing rookies to the team, can y'all start producing their jerseys, man? Because I went all the way to Pittsburgh. I couldn't find a George Pickens jersey. I ended up getting a Minka Fitzpatrick jersey. That's my guy. But I want a George Pickens jersey, man. I want to be the first to the punch. And stop acting like he wasn't doing this stuff in college, like pushing these defenders over, bro. People now put that in the spotlight. He did that like 8 times at Georgia.
I've seen him doing it.
Yeah.
People don't realize.
Watch college, man. I'm telling you.
Exactly. Well, listen, man. We had a short show planned for tonight. We've been live for about an hour. Let the people know where they can find you, and we're gonna get out of here.
Me?
Yeah, Dante, you can go because
Everyone.
all right, everyone. All right.
Hey man, get you some of these right here. You know what I'm saying?
Blue balls?
Pause. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's good for your hand strength, man. You know. I'm gonna get clipped. Damn it. Nah, man. Just go to Google, type in East Coast Gridiron, will pop up. It's proven fact. I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can find us everywhere. So
And today on Factor Cap.
fact, go ahead, type it in.
All right, bet.
Share the screen, type it in. Make sure you delete your web browser history.
Man, y'all are gonna see my searches.
Just go in incognito mode. You'll be all right.
East Coast Gridiron. Bet. Yes, the first.
Let's go.
Y'all thought I was lying, bro. Look, and see if we got the audio podcast right there on the right.
Yeah,
That's called
Let's
Brandon,
go.
bro. I'm looking right at you.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Everybody go check out East Coast Gridiron. He's one of the best football YouTubers I know. Everybody goes. So Nate, Zion, say what you guys say, man.
Zion Zenith on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and go subscribe to all these great content creators here. Let's get it. And thank you,
Yeah.
East Coast, for coming on. They're doing big things at East Coast Gridiron, so go check them out. Best graphics on the game. Let's get it.
Oh, hot take. Hot take.
yeah, the Nate show you guys know me where I diss a lot of content creators. So
Let's not talk about that one video that gets me.
Is that still on your
that thing is
Yo,
so
Nate,
funny.
what I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to do a roast of me. Do it. That'd be hilarious, bro. I wouldn't even be mad. Say what you got to say. I gave you full permission.
I want you to do one on me too. Listen, man, y'all know me, LGZ Productions. I've been in the game for like 2 years. I've been canceled about 4 times already. I plan on getting canceled for a 5th in the next few weeks. My OnlyFans link is in the description. We out. Peace.
All right.